Good afternoon, Your Honor. May I proceed? Thank you. Your Honor, my name is Carlos Munoz. I am here representing the defendant, Ms. April Morris. We're going to be making an application for bail according to the Bail Act 1977, Victoria. I will introduce you with the current charges that Ms. Morris is facing before you today. Around 10:30 this morning, Ms. Morris was arrested and charged with 4 counts that are the following. Common assault under Section 23 of the Summary Offences Act 1966, Victoria. Causing injury intentionally or recklessly under Section 18 of the Crimes Act 1958, Victoria. Persons found drunk under Section 13 of the Summary Offences Act 1966, Victoria. Willful destruction, damage of property under Section 9 of the Summary Offences Act 1966, Victoria. Your Honor, now I will proceed to inform you about some background information of the defendant. The defendant, Ms. April Morris, is a 27-year-old female originally from Melbourne. Ms. Morris was graduated with honors at Victoria University, holding a Bachelor of Business Marketing. Ms. Morris is a very well-mannered, respectful, and friendly person among all her co-workers, and she is partly instructed to train new marketing assistants. Ms. Morris is a very healthy and strong person who possesses a black belt in Seine Kodai, participating in numerous tournaments Australia-wide. Her sensei, Mr. Daniel LaRusso, speaks very highly of her, and he knows Ms. Morris since she's 12 years old when she joined the dojo. He's sworn in an affidavit that Ms. Morris is a very calm person and always likes to teach new students, and obviously she stays out of trouble most of the time. Your Honor, regarding Ms. Morris' relationship status, she is currently in a same-sex relationship with Miss Foley. They know each other for the last 5 years, and they're living together for the last 2 years. Ms. Morris has a commercial pilot license, although she has not been able to fly due to the amount of work and commitments that she has at this point in time. Your Honor, I understand that the prosecution is opposing to the release of the defendant under the following grounds. 2 witnesses saw Ms. Morris assault the victim, Ms. Kendall. Your Honor, for that, I want to point out that there is no excuse that Ms. Morris' accusations caused a great pain in Ms. Kendall. However, there is more evidence that needs to be acquired because the defendant had a high content of alcohol, and she could not recall anything from the incident. As I mentioned, we will be requesting more CCTV evidence from the area, and we are going to be getting witnesses to testify under affidavit. Another thing, Ms. Kendall required medical attention and treatment in her forehead. She required 9 stitches, and she is very traumatized for the incident. For that, Ms. Morris is feeling very guilty about the whole incident, and she wants to do the right thing and face the charges accordingly, Your Honor. Your Honor, the prosecution stated that Ms. Morris has connection and association to a local gang called Los Vatos Locos Forever, being very close friend with the president of the mentioned. For that, Your Honor, I just want to point out that Ms. Morris and some of the members, including the president, are childhood friends. They grew up together in Footscray. They have not made any contact whatsoever since the defendant left her parents' house. That was 8 years ago. And that is the reason why we found this statement irrelevant at this point in time on the fact that there was not any single member of the gang involved in the incident. Ms. Morris has not spoken to her parents for the last 2 years. The reason for that, Your Honor, is because they opposed to the relationship that she's currently having with Miss Foley. It's not because she doesn't want to talk to them. In fact, she's been trying to keep a hold of them, but they're still refusing to see her, Your Honor. Your Honor, Miss Morris is an influencer. She has a YouTube channel. But if you have a look at her channel, there is nothing involving any sort of violent or aggressiveness content. She only talks about business and marketing, and for that, that's pretty much irrelevant to this case, Your Honor. Your Honor, if you are able to bail Ms. Morrison, there's going to be some conditions that she's very willing to do while her next hearing. Having talked about the background of the defendant, Your Honor, um, she has a small blemish on her record. She has a driving whistle suspended 5 years ago. No conviction was recorded, making her prior record pretty much clean from any serious indictable offense. Ms. Morris is very cooperative about the whole matter, and if she gets the bail application granted, she will be complying with the following bail conditions according to the Bail Act 1977, Section 5AAA, which are the following. As I mentioned before, Your Honor, Ms. Morris is willing to surrender her commercial pilot license while the procedures are ongoing with her case. Ms. Morris is not going to be disturbed Ms. Kendall or any witness involved with the proceedings, making sure that Ms. Kendall will feel safe from Ms. Morris. At the same time, Ms. Morris is very happy to write a check of $5,000 to Ms. Kendall for the damages of her iPhone and the iPhone watch that she broke in the incident, as well as the medical expenses. Ms. Morris is very happy to enter into a curfew that will allow her to attend her busy schedule at her marketing job. Ms. Morris is not going to be attending any nightclub or any sort of rave parties or parties that will include any alcohol content. Ms. Morris is very sorry about the incident. She understands that she has a drinking problem, and for that, Ms. Morris is very willing to get into alcohol treatment as well. This morning, we already made arrangements with a couple councils that she's going to be attending from next week, Your Honor, if she gets the bail out. The release today, Your Honor. Being the first time that Ms. Morris is before any magistrate, Your Honor, for a serious offense, there is a surety for Ms. Morrison on her fiancé, Ms. Polly. She will guarantee that Ms. Morris will be on time for her next hearing. Conclusion, Your Honor, just to finalize, I want to thank you for the time of this court, and also Ms. Morris hope that you will take all these facts into consideration, and you will be able to grant her release. Your Honor, incarceration at this point in time is going to be a bit too harsh for someone that is going to be willing to cooperate with the prosecution, and a person that has no prior criminal history, Your Honor. Having said everything, I thank you very much, and hopefully you take all this into considerations. Thank you very much, Your Honor.